Big SEC guys, we're here to talk to you today about Texas Longhorns football. Joe, how you doing?
Good evening. Doing good, sir. How are you?
I'm doing well. Joe, this is gonna be a good Texas team.
You say so.
Preseason number one, last sources, probably the most.
Not a good place to start. Last team to start number 1 and win the national title. Do you know who it was?
Hmm, Alabama.
It was Alabama, but do you know what year?
You're really putting me through the ringer. 13.
2017. Been almost a decade since the team started number 1 and won a national title. And that
Oh,
team got beat like a drum down on the plains, unfortunately, and squeaked into the playoff. So almost wouldn't have happened. Wouldn't have happened in the BCS era.
oh yeah. We're in the playoff era though. And we're in the money era, Joe. Texas, most expensive roster in college football. Preseason number one.
Before we dive into it, I'm gonna have to speak out against the current state of college football.
Oh boy.
Last year, Ohio State spent the most, won a national title. I am actively rooting against Texas in every one of their games this year because they've spent the most in the offseason, and if they're able to win a national title, I think we're setting a bad precedent. So
Yeah.
everybody who loves college football should be cheering against Texas in every game this year.
If Texas wins this year spending the most money, I'll personally call the Saudis to, invest in South Carolina
In
football.
South Carolina,
Let's
the
do it.
Saudis will own the South Carolina collective.
Let's do this. Let's spend $100,000,000. We'll buy Ryan Williams and Jeremiah Smith. We'll keep Lenore Sellers. Let's do this thing. That would be a good
Lenore's
football
might
team.
he might win his Heisman. He might win his Heisman and go number 1 if you did that.
Throw into those 2, I might win the Heisman, my stars. You gotta get the
About
money
right.
first. You gotta
That's
get the
about
money
right.
first.
Well, let's, so
Um,
Texas brings back 9 guys, Daniel,
9
but
total?
that's not a real stat because 2 of their guys on defense that are gonna be starting up front are basically starters from other places. So
Nice.
that's not a 9 is a little light. If I was ranking preseason teams and I saw that the team I had at number 1 in the country only had 9 returning starters and one of them wasn't a quarterback, I probably would have some pause. But, go ahead and chalk 2 up on there for the defense, and then I think that tight end that you talked about during, the tight end podcast, I think he's a
Yeah, Jack
transfer and was a
Andrews.
starter, right?
Yeah. Well, Jack Andrews was there last year, but yeah, he's gonna be really good. He'll be the starter at tight end.
He was a transfer last year then.
I think he transferred last year. Let's look.
Is that what it was? Okay. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, what I used for my notes on the depth chart, it highlights the transfers, but I guess that means it doesn't necessarily mean they transferred this year.
Yeah, he was there last year, but he transferred from Cal the year before, I think.
Okay. No worries, no worries. Um, but anyhow, so weak on the offensive side of the ball as far as returning starters. Um, obviously Quinn Ewers moves on. The hype train is all over Arch, Arch for Heisman, Arch for number 1 draft pick, Arch for national champion.
I think we've gotta dig in on Arch. The Manning name's great, and Arch can run and throws a nice ball, and he's a big guy. I'm not sold. I wanna see more of Arch. We're doing a lot of people are crowning him, he's gonna be the top guy, the Heisman, all those things. A lot of pressure. How do you feel about Arch? You think he's gonna live
Uh,
up to it, or you think there's gonna be some growing pains?
admittedly, did not watch a lot of Texas football last year, okay? They weren't on our schedule. I didn't watch a ton. I did watch the Georgia-Texas game in Austin when Ewers just didn't look like he had it, and they
Yeah.
put Arch in, and he looked like there was just one camera shot where they're in the huddle as a timeout, zoom directly in on him, and those eyes look like this. And it looked like everything was way too big for him. So I tough spot hosting Georgia, who came off a loss a couple weeks beforehand against Bama, was definitely the hungrier football team that night.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, I don't think you could have put anybody on the field against Georgia that night. They So,
Yeah.
tough spot, but I just can't get that visual of those eyes out of my mind when I think about Arch and his ability to go win a national title. So, I mean, I definitely think he's got something to prove this year.
You know what is fun though? We're gonna learn a ton on August 30th
Oh,
because
big
Texas
time, buddy.
plays so
We
great.
I mean, come back, you get the seasoning ready, I'll fire up the grill, we'll cook that crow, and we'll eat it live
Love it.
if he goes
Love
into
it.
Columbus and wins. I mean, straight up, it'll be well, I mean, I shouldn't say that. If they go into Columbus and find a way to win it, that's but if he goes out there and plays like Ewers played
Yeah,
at
it goes
Michigan
crazy.
last year, you know, I will recant my opinion, and the image of the eyes will be washed away.
Oh yeah. We'll name a sandwich at Rocky's Deli after Arch Manning if we're wrong.
Yeah. Nice Rockies plug, dude.
Love it.
Nice
Another
Rockies.
Rocky's plug.
Non-sponsored Rockies plug. By the way,
Not
I
sponsored, by
went
the way.
Friday, even though you couldn't make it, I went Friday and, I ate a full Vito and then, ate Sarah's chips too. So,
Your
a
signature
Vito
order,
and 2
full
bags of
veto
chips.
for here and full veto to go. Your signature order.
Well, a
Love it.
signature order.
Love
Yeah.
it. All right, let's breeze through the depth chart. We'll go quick here. We love the running backs. Wisner and
Yeah, I
Baxter.
mean, I think
Best
we talked
one
about
through
this in
10th
the running
probably
back.
in the SEC.
Yeah, running back podcast. I'm sure Wisner will be the number 1, but Baxter was getting all the love going into the season last year before he tore up his knee. So,
He was good.
um,
It's gonna be a 1A, 1B. I think they're both gonna get a lot of touches, and that's gonna
Baxter's
help
a little
Arch.
bit more physical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a definite thunder and lightning situation. Then you've got the receivers. We love Ryan Wingo. He was a stud last year as a freshman. He's a sophomore. Year
Yep.
older, year more experience. Arch is gonna love him. Injuries is gonna be awesome at tight end. Offensive line and defensive line are gonna be great. This is a good line of scrimmage team. We gotta talk
Yeah,
about
I will say I will just one thing. I know we both had Texas ranked kinda high in our O-line.
yeah,
They only brought back 1 starter, and then the other guy that everybody's so high on, I didn't realize I thought he had played a lot more football. Who is it?
you're talking
What
about the
was
left
the
tackle,
yeah, what Gooseby? Isn't that his
Trevor
name?
Goosby. Yeah, the left
Yeah,
tackle, Trevor Goosby.
yeah. So, I thought there was a little bit more experience on that offensive line. So, something to look out for, especially with a new quarterback.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. Arch has a little wiggle to him, so that should help them a little bit.
Well, and the play calling will help too.
Yeah, the play
Sark does a
calling's
really
gonna
good
help
job
a
of
ton.
putting his people in positions to succeed. And then the defense is gonna be outrageous. The defense is gonna if they are able to win a national title,
Defense
it's
is
gonna
gonna
be
be awesome.
yeah, defense is gonna be good. They're gonna be their linebackers and their edge can fly. They
Gosh,
return almost the entire secondary. I know everybody's super high on that Taffy kid. I, um, I still think he's a little bit of a liability in coming up and making a tackle, but
I'll tell you who I like, and the listeners, if you're watching Texas football, there are really 2 names you need to know on the defensive side. That is Colin Simmons, edge rusher, and Anthony Hill, linebacker. Joe, Colin Simmons is so, 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 so good. He's the second best pass rusher in the SEC and my second best pass rusher in all of college football. And Anthony Hill's without question the best linebacker in college
yeah,
football.
he's the best linebacker. Yeah, he's the best
That's
linebacker.
just those 2 are gonna be so, so good. Those are
Yeah.
2 of the people I'm looking forward to watching the most in the SEC just because that yeah, if the NFL didn't have an age limit, those guys would be in the NFL.
They'd be in the pros already.
They'd already be in the pros, and they'd be probably starting in the NFL.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
how good they are.
absolutely. No argument. No argument here.
So that defense is gonna be nasty. Joe mentioned it. Sark always has a good offense. That defense is gonna be nasty. What are you
Yeah,
thinking, Joe?
on paper
Ceiling
that
floor.
On paper, they look good. Which is
Really good.
exactly what you said about Ohio State last year. On paper, they look the pieces are there.
It's probably the most talented 22 in college football, wouldn't you say?
Let's see their O-line play a little bit more. I'm kinda starting to regret that I put them in my top 5 on the offensive line.
Love it. Reflection's important. It's good to reflect on the podcast.
Yeah, yeah, but if their offensive line is good, like we both had them ranked, then, yeah, I would say top to bottom. Um,
Yeah.
top to bottom. Looking at their schedule, though, some landmines all over this thing.
Oh, yeah,
Um,
let's hear it.
trap games to look out for. You hate to ever call a rivalry a trap game, but Oklahoma, right after a trip to the swamp,
Oh, yeah.
just screams, especially because, and we'll talk about Oklahoma later as, but Oklahoma, if they find a way to win up at Michigan, they could be undefeated going into that game and playing with a
They're gonna be
lot of
better.
confidence. Playing with a lot of confidence. And that game in Gainesville for Texas, we'll get into it when we actually go all in on the schedule here. That is not
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
be a cakewalk for them to go down there to win. And then a
Yeah.
secondary trap game for Texas is you got Sam Pittman in Arkansas. Very well, if they're able to find a way to play for bowl eligibility, they got well, they do play Arkansas at home. Texas plays Arkansas at home, but that is a rivalry that people don't talk about, that from back in the Southwest Conference days, that it means a lot to Arkansas people to beat Texas. Probably doesn't mean as much to the Texas people to beat Arkansas, but the Hogs get up and excited to play the Longhorns. So you go to Athens, if you're able to pull off a big win and then you gotta come home. I've watched Alabama do it too many times during the Saban years. Huge win, and then you come out flat the next week, and
Yeah.
it's definitely a possibility. So, I would probably not go with either of those teams to beat Texas if I'm picking, but if you have to find a trap game, 2 pretty good candidates.
Like it. Let's talk ceiling floor. What's your ceiling? What's your floor?
11-1, 9-3.
Like it. Um, my ceiling is 12-0, national champion. Just throwing that out there. That's the ceiling for me. This
Yeah, I
team
mean,
could win a
11
champ.
one national title, SEC title, the whole ball of wax, that kinda
Yep.
thing. This is the second time we've had this discussion. I don't think it's possible to go undefeated in the SEC.
Yeah. It's very difficult.
I don't think it's
My
possible. I don't think it's gonna happen.
like it. My floor is also 9-3. And if you're wondering what those 3 losses are, I'll tell you when we go over the schedule. You wanna look at the schedule?
Yeah, let's go through it, buddy. Call them out.
I'm at game 1 at Ohio State. That's a
Gotta
toss-up for
win.
me.
Gotta win.
You think Texas wins?
Mhm.
Alright, this is an SEC podcast. Let's give them the win. 1-0, big win.
Mhm.
I really like Ohio State's quarterback. They just named this redshirt freshman kid, Julian Sayin, the starter.
Yeah.
That guy
Oh, I'm very familiar with Julian.
throws a beautiful football.
He, came, committed, signed with Bama. Saban retired, and he, went right out the door. Now, in his defense, DeBoer brought a cat over from Washington with him.
Mm,
You know, what would you
ran it
think
full.
what would you think if you were the five-star quarterback coming in and then DeBoer brings his guy with him? Even though it doesn't, I mean, Austin Mack's not gonna be our quarterback this year, but I don't necessarily blame Sayin for leaving Tuscaloosa.
Yeah. Next one, San Jose State win, UTEP win, Sam Houston win. That's a hilarious first 4 games.
Yeah, I
3
mean,
absolute
right out of the
escapes
gate,
from Ohio State.
Johnny Big Time right out of the gate, win that game 4-0, you're riding high on the hog, man.
Then you get 3 practice games. At Florida.
Loss.
Yeah, I think that's a toss-up for me, but
Double
give me the
digit
points.
double-digit loss.
Wow, that's a great
Florida's gonna
pick.
win by at least 10. Double-digit loss. They're gonna beat the tar out of them physically.
We're kind of obsessed with Florida, which is weird. Um, versus Oklahoma at home, give me Texas.
I think well, it'll be in the Cotton Bowl, but I also think Texas, but circle that when we come back, we go through the losses, win-losses here, come back and look at this schedule, and for what Texas had we'll talk about it. Let's keep going.
Like it. Kentucky, that's a win for both of us,
And
right? They're gonna be bad.
yep,
Mi Mississippi State, they're gonna be bad. That's a win.
and
Vanderbilt at home, that's a win.
yeah, I don't think Vandy has enough in the tank.
No, they have literally 2 players. At Georgia,
Loss.
give me Georgia. Yeah, loss. And then versus Texas A&M, that's gonna be close.
You
That's gonna
skipped
be a close
Arkansas.
game.
You skipped Arkansas.
Did I?
Yeah. That's still a
Alright,
win.
Arkansas loss. I don't think Arkansas is gonna be very good. Um, Texas A&M, close
I've
win.
got Texas probably winning, but wouldn't surprise me, just like Oklahoma wouldn't surprise me if they lost.
Alright, so we had them at 10 and 2 there with losses to Florida and Georgia and wins over Ohio State, Oklahoma.
I've got them at 10 and 2, but I'm gonna go out here and say one of Georgia, Florida, Texas is gonna end up going 9 and 3
'Kay.
and missing the playoff. And there are spots on this schedule where you can easily find that 3rd loss. Like, we pretty
Oh, yeah.
nonchalantly gave them that win at Ohio State, but this is SEC podcast. Fly
There's
the
5
flag.
games they could lose. Yeah.
Not yeah, I mean,
They won't lose
there's
5
a
games,
ton
but
of
there's 5
trash on this
games they could
yeah,
lose. Yeah, oh,
there's
yeah.
a ton of trash on this schedule, but there are 5 games that easily they could lose, and there were not 5 games they coulda lost last year.
Yeah, 100%.
So we'll see. I mean, we'll see. I hope that Texas and Oklahoma spend a decade in the conference before either wins an SEC title. Um, I hope that Texas isn't even a dangerous precedent, as discussed earlier,
Yeah,
will be set if we have a second team in a row spend the most money, win a national.
not good. Alright, final 30 seconds. I'm excited about this Texas team. I'm excited to see Arch. Love the running backs, love the receivers, and I love that defense, so I'm excited.
We're gonna know a lot. We're gonna know a lot about the now. Granted, there will be huge overreactions on both sides. Whoever wins versus whoever loses, right? Texas loses. Oh my gosh, we're going 9 and 3, 8 and 4. Arch it in the answer. What have we done? Why did we let Ewers go pro? Sark, you've had the teams now, and you just can't do it. If Ohio State loses, oh, it's Ryan Day all over again. He bought a national championship last year. He's not going to be able to rebuild this thing. Those are the national narratives, right?
Yeah.
But I think the way the game is played is going to teach us a lot about Texas. Is Texas going to be able to control the line of scrimmage? Are they going to keep from turning the ball over? Does the moment look too big for Arch, or is he too big for the moment? And is that defense as physical and as fast as they look on paper?
Yeah, they're gonna be fast. Well, Texas fans, that's it. Could be a pretty good year.
Yeah, a lot to be excited about. A lot to be excited about. Long time since a number one went top to bottom.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you're right, almost 10 years. Let's see if Texas can, break the streak. I don't think they will. They're not my national champion, I'll tell you that right now.
Huh,
Think they could.
not at all.
I don't think either of us are picking them. That's exciting.
No,
Alright.
no, no.
That's it. We'll end on that, Texas. You'll be happy to end on that note.
You just be happy with your 10 and 2, and you going back to Austin.
Just be happy with your 10 and 2 in your playoffs and keep spending money.
That's right.
Alright.
All right. Good night.